this is a very simple discussion for you to have tonight. Obviously, again, you can't take a vote on it other than a straw vote tonight if you want to, but our sponsored movies at the theater, the last one is this Sunday, Stand By Me at 3 o'clock. I'll be honest with you, at first I wasn't really happy with the attendance that we had at the movies. You know, if you average it out over the whole time we've been doing it, you're going to come up with an average attendance of about 33, 34 people per movie. Then I was educated on that, and a lot of other theaters that have done the same type of thing, specifically a theater in Waynesboro, their good attendance would be a 9 or a 10 for a movie. So the reason it's on here for discussion, they have asked, the theater has asked that the town consider, the council consider sponsoring another round of 3 months worth of movies through September, October, and November for the same amount as before, the $5,000. And they're going to take over in December and host the Christmas movies on them. I don't know if that's how that's going to pan out on payment or what have you. I know that there's been some discussion back and forth about concessions and things being sold. So, you know, I'm just merely bringing it before you for discussion tonight to see what your input is on it, and, you know, let them know whether it's going to be considered or not.
Can we afford this in the budget?
Leanna said we could, yes.
Could we afford to do this indefinitely?
Well, here's what I would suggest, the way that I would like to answer that. And Leanna, this was kind of Leanna's thought also. If you decide to do it this time, maybe put a little bit of a caveat on it, a restriction on it, that we'd like to see an average attendance of, say, 45 to 50 to make it worth the while. I mean, I'll say this with you, there's a family, I'm assuming a single mother and 3 little girls come to every Sunday, and they were discussing at the concession stand a couple Sundays ago that the movies were coming to an end, and the little girl said, well, what are we going to do on Sunday? You know, I've been to all of them except for the 2 that when I was on vacation, this past Sunday. Jeff's been to some, Dr. Goins, you've been to some of them.
Yeah.
And they, you know, the people that come seem to enjoy them, have a good time, and appreciate them. But again, it's strictly a decision that y'all have to make whether you want to do that or not. And it's really on the floor for discussion for y'all.
Seems like I'm negative Nanny tonight. If I'm not mistaken, I'm the one that negotiated this at the beginning.
You brought it up.
To do this, but on totally different pretenses than it took place. Unless those pretenses become reality again, I'll never vote for it again. And if you want me to, I'll tell you what it was.
Yes.
The deal we made, I thought, is popcorn, pop, and hot dogs would be given away free at every movie. Chuck sat right there and heard the negotiations, and I told the people, if you can't do it, tell me. I can get it from Hardee's, Food Lion, Walmart. I could get all that stuff. And no one called me, so I thought I was taking care of it. Then I went up there and found out they were charging for everything when somebody's made a donation to pay for the popcorn. I take people at their word. And when their word's not presented in the reality I expect it to be, I take them at that. You said right there, Mr. Unrolled heard it, right?
I was at all the meetings, and I know that sponsored concessions were talked about with you, and you know that's when somebody stepped in at the last minute and sponsored the popcorn, just to try to help out with that a little bit. So
we were going to get it all for free, and I told them all they had to do was contact me. So I will not vote yes for it, but the council can still do it. I think we're giving these people a treat. Think of those 3 girls you're talking about. If they had a soda piece instead of having a split one, popcorn and a hot dog. You've got to watch a movie. And that's the pretenses I voted on it the first time.
show one movie a month?
One movie every Sunday.
Every
Four
Sunday.
movies a month.
Every four movies a month.
That'd be 12.
12
yeah,
movies.
Is there any way that we could talk to the theater and Bob's concerns and maybe?
Yeah, I've actually talked to the theater, and the offer stands that if somebody can get the concessions sponsored, they're always open to that. They are, the theater, this is right here, so, the sponsorship of the concessions would need to be, as I understand it, from a private outside individual, correct? We're having a discussion about charging for the concessions versus donating concessions. So, I think the way that would be on the table at this point would be the town would sponsor the movies, and then if we were able to, through whatever contacts we could make as a group or town or individuals, could sponsor the concessions, that could also be provided to the patrons at no charge to them.
I wanted to let you know, I've been working with Swank that covers, that we have to pay the fees to. I got them reduced to half, so they're only going to cost us $2,400 this time to show the movies. Yeah. So,
Okay, so.
Could you repeat that again, please?
I deal with Swank because we have to pay to show the movies. That's what's required. The movie license, we have to pay for those. So I've been negotiating back and forth with the lady at Swank, and she's giving us a discount. So this will cost us $2,400 to pay for the movies for the months.
For 3 months.
Yes.
So it's less than half of what we originally were told.
Yeah, so we're gonna say basically 56%.
If you sponsor the food, do you have to serve it? Do you have to have people that serve it, or the sponsors is paying for the food?
We just have our girls, because we have volunteers that do it. Sarah makes the popcorn and everything, and she gives it out, and then, of course, we have the other ones that are there, are volunteers.
So if you can get 3 sets of movies, or sets of movies for 3 months for $2,400, right?
Right.
So you could choose the other $2,600. But I can get from Coke and Pepsi, I can get anything donated you want. That's not a problem.
Our church can sponsor them all, our construction company can sponsor them all, and the coffee shop sponsor them all, food. That's all 3 months.
Well, and that's great, and I think, to be honest with you, that the person that's been sponsoring the popcorn would like to continue to do that.
That's fine, hey, I'm talking about the hot dogs.
Yeah.
If you want to, you get the drinks. And then
It
we'll sponsor
doesn't
the hot
matter.
dogs. and-
All I have to do is be asked.
Yeah,
I'm not real good at reading people's
yeah,
minds.
because we don't have a problem with sponsoring.
No, that's not a problem. All we gotta do is be asked.
Yeah.
So really, it sounds to me like for $2,400, you get the same amount of movies that we got for the summer for $5,000. Leanna has told me that she has the money in the budget that she can work with. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, from where I'm sitting here, it's a pretty nice gesture to the folks in your community to be able to do that.
Well, I think it's a wonderful gesture.
I think to that point, I had no idea the town was sponsoring these movies. Like, I get the emails from the Masonic, says the movies, whatever, doesn't say anything about the town of Clifton Forge being involved. But
We have it on there that it's being sponsored.
it's not on the emails, at the very least. So I would make that a point of anything, is that anything connected with the movie series needs to say they were everywhere. And I hadn't seen that for
On
example.
our website and everything, and when we show our movies, it tells that the movies are sponsored by the town of Clifton Forge.
So if we did it for 3 months, are you asking for $2,400 or still the $5,000?
Well, if you're gonna do just the movies, then we're take whatever you give us. I mean, we're just trying to provide something for the community.
If you have the movies for 24, we'll sponsor them. Shorty's gonna sponsor the food. You said you could get the drinks. So, the anonymous guy is gonna do the popcorn, so I think we got the problem solved.
So we're gonna give them 24 or 5,000?
24.
Who's this anonymous guy? He might be somebody we don't even like.
You probably know might be you, but you're sponsored.
It ain't me, okay.
But can you check, please, and see if, it's, our sponsoring it a little more, out there, so people know that they'll cancel.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, on every movie, when we show it, we have a thing that
Yeah, I've
goes up
seen
and shows
them.
that. It's on our website. I believe when Gail sends them out, it's on there, but I can double check.
So this is gonna be locked in for a year at $2,400 every 3 months?
No, for 3 months.
Oh, just for 3 months?
Yes, next 3 months.
So we ought to make it, we ought to just vote on it 1 month, 1 3-month section at a
At a
time.
time.
So
Now,
that,
you can't vote on it tonight, as you know.
yeah, but
You can take a straw vote tonight, and if the four of you, a majority of the four of you are in favor of it, that would give them the opportunity to go ahead and start moving forward with the process. You just have to take a vote on it at the council meeting to make it official.
and all I'm going to ask is that you guys come back as soon as you know the cost for the next 3 months.
Oh, I already know the cost of the next 3
And
months.
let us know so we can adjust and adapt with
I
that.
can give you a list.
Okay.
I'll get you emails. I can.
We can't vote on this at all, can we?
No,
No.
But Jeff can poll the council.
We can do a straw poll.
I'm going to tell you right up front, I'm going to support it.
Okay.
All in favor of it?
No, just individual.
Just individually, Jeff, I support it.
I think it's a great idea, and, provided that this works out, we could consider doing it forever.
Shorty?
10 months at a time.
And I support it.
Support it.
I'm for it.
Let me ask, did Ron agree or disagree?
He agrees.
Has he answered finally?
I think the theater and everybody,
We need to get on the board of supervisors.
I think y'all's going to have a wonderful time.
Well,
Not just 3
I tell you, I
months.
catch
Just you
children
just show up
outside all
for
the
free hot
time.
dogs.
I'll tell you where I can take a nap and nobody bothers.
Oh, I catch children outside all the time, and I tell them, Sunday we got a movie going on, come on in.
I left down there
Enjoy
early
it, so.
one Sunday, and there were 3 cars out front that had the outfit stickers in the windshields. And they'd been out walking, didn't know anything about it, and they saw us in there, came in and asked
That
what's
would be a
going
good
on.
place to advertise. We get a lot of people in our coffee shop that's camping in South.
So you didn't get any posters to put in your window?
My wife's probably dead, I don't, that's,
Okay.
I'm so like this, I don't know.
Yeah, when we do it, we usually get posters done, and then Dick Deaton is who delivers them for us.
But what I'm saying is put a poster at the campground,
Oh, at the campground?
at the Dallas, A lot of people come, if they get tired of eating camp food, they come in and then they may want to watch a movie.
I'll make sure that it's on the list.
Yeah.
So what we've just discussed will cover up the next vacant movie, right?
Yes, next 3 months of movies.
Okay, so we're gonna do the hot dogs and everything now?
I would think we start the first movie in September.
And if you give me a list of those movies that are coming up, then I
Well,
can,
they'll give us a poster.
the poster would be great, I can work off of that. Thank you.
Okay, we're all in agreement with this?
Yep, so we are.
Thank you.
Even you?
Yep, for the third time, yep.
Thank you for working that reduced rate for us.
Yeah, it's, progress. I mean, it's time to progress. It's pleading, basically.
All right.